Alright troops, this is a wee story about a release that I had in around 1997-98, a track called Down with Underground. It was released in Manifesto Records. The story about the track basically is this, that the original actually never had a violin on it, which made it so famous. Originally it was a sort of 303 driven techno track with a sample of a guy called Mad Mike from Underground Resistance, screaming, "Are you down with Underground?" When Manifesto went to sign it and tried to get sample clearance from Mad Mike, he wasn't a happy bunny and said no. So it was kind of back to the drawing board. I was called down to London to meet up with Judge Jules and Eddie Gordon. Jules was the head of A&R for Manifesto, and he actually suggested, why don't you try a trumpet or a violin? Which I thought at the time, oh come on mate, what are you going on about? But anyway, once I thought about it carefully, I realised that Jules knew what he was talking about, and I went back to Scotland, contacted the Royal College of Music and got hooked up with a guy who's now one of the best violin players in the world, called Chris Stout. And Chris came down to my studio in Glasgow and recorded the 32 bar section that made the track so famous in the end. I sent it back down to London and got the go-ahead from Manifesto, and the track was finally released with this amazing violin part on it, for which I'll be truly grateful to Chris for. It was a big track in some parts of the world, including Mexico, and Mexico City particularly. A radio station over there called W Radical got behind it, and it was massive over there, and I was invited over to play in the Aztec Stadium around the year 2000, I think it was. And I've always wanted to remix the track, and I've had a couple of goes at it, but finally I've done a collaboration with a DJ and producer from Ireland, Chris Connolly, who runs Tranceformer Records, and we've remixed it. It's going to be released in 2023, early in the year. I'm not exactly sure of the date yet, but it is absolutely incredible. So I'm hoping that you'll hear it early in 2023 when Down with Underground surfaces again. There's a wee story for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.